DJ and Ben, they seem like they're very much in sync with the receivers, at least the last couple of practices. Have you noticed that, or?
Yeah, I think they've made some really good plays. You can tell the work they put in the summer. I'd add, Aiden in that conversation. Again, there's going to be some back and forth. Just told the team. Some days are going to be better than others, but there's been a consistency to our passing game that we're pleased with.
What sort of improvement have you seen from the receiver group as a whole? Because it's many of them that seem to be making catches.
Yep. They've been coming up with balls when it's been contested. Again, I go back to the detail and the work that's put in the summer, the timing and the route depth and the ball coming out of the quarterback's hand on time. So all of that leads to a little more consistent.
How far has Bolden come in the time you've been here with him?
Yeah, he's going to be good. He's made plays before. He's making plays now. Football means a ton to him. He's growing in that leadership role, too. He's being one of the more experienced guys in the room, and I think that's helped the other receivers, too.
What are you specifically looking for in these days that you don't have all the pads on?
Well, we can practice. I mean, you can get in correct posture just because we're not going to the ground. You can see a ton. So we're looking for all of it. From before the snap, during the snap, and then obviously after the snap, how we respond to things. So you can see a ton.
Thomas Collins was making some plays out there today. What other freshmen have you?
Yeah, Thomas has done well, man. He's got instincts and can move around, athletic, physical. Kind of liked where he's at. But really, after what are we at 5-6 days here? There's a bunch of freshmen that we feel good with. David Wells catching the ball and moving around, and so those two, I say those names, but there's been plenty of others.
The Nevada transfer, Grant Stark, looked like he's in the mix on the O-line. What have you seen from him so far?
Yep, took advantage of spring ball and had a big-time summer. Has some position flexibility. Played tackle last year, can play inside, and so he's in the mix. I think we've got 6-7 guys that'll compete for starting spots.
Did you recruit him out of high school?
We did talk to him a bunch. Yeah, we did.
John McCartan looks like he's bounced back pretty good from not practicing this spring.
Yeah, moving around well. Can make some plays, knows this defense inside and out. Huge leader on that side, and counting on him in a big way.
You saw Alton do some 7-on-7. He making some progress.
Progress coming back, yeah. So more and more, hopefully each day and each week. So it was great to see him out there shoot. I think he had a pass breakup in 7-on, so it was nice to see.
Jacob Schuster and Jalen Holmes out there today. Are they going to be eligible to play this year, or is that a wait and see?
It's wait and see on really both of them. So potentially,
Okay.
And we got to get them in the fold here, more and more reps.
Coach, the defensive line's been obviously impressive. It seems like each and every day in this camp, they're constantly putting pressure. That was a theme for you guys last year. How impressed are you with this defensive squad this year?
Yeah, when that first group right now rolls out there with James Rawls and Sione, Joe Golden and Hodge getting in the mix, there's some players there that create some havoc. That's a good back and forth now. That first group goes O-line, D-line. That's the battle every snap.
As an offense, though, when you see obviously your offense in that last 11-11, fourth down, turn over on downs, 2 punts, are you more proud of the defense? Or are you upset with the offense? How do you kind of balance those emotions?
It's not easy to balance either one. I do know there's some back and forth because I know we put the ball down yesterday and played, and the offense went right down and scored. So there's going to be some back and forth and adjustments. Some of it, too, is the install dictating like what plays we want to get reps and looks at. And so happy that both sides have had success.
How important is it to you to get some Oregonian talent on this team and have them on the team?
Yeah, we want to play with guys that are from this state. We've done it every year and shoot even all the way back to when I was playing. I think there's an extra level of pride playing for the state, and there's some good players here.
We won't talk to you until the scrimmage on Saturday. What will you want to see in that scrimmage in the first one?
Well, yeah, we'll tighten up exact plan. Usually for scrimmages, we're going to want to see everybody. So everybody getting some turns to be able to show where they're at, and obviously progress, efficiency on both sides, and penalty free. We'll get some special teams work, and so it'll be an opportunity for everyone on the roster to show where they're at.
Jake Overman seems like he's been a little bit more active in the receiving game. Do you think he's added that piece to his game a little bit this offseason?
Yeah, I think he's grown. He's always been good hands, and now even more definition route running. We want to emphasize the ball going to those couple guys. There's some guys in that room with Jermaine Terry coming on as a newbie, and obviously Jack Velling has already some nice catches. And so we like where that group's at.
What do you like the most about that room?
Probably the flexibility. They can do both, run and pass. Their work ethic, their understanding. That's not an easy position to play. I mean, you're involved heavily in the run game and the pass game, protection as well. So they're a smart group.
What's your level of confidence that the offense will take a step forward from last year?
You know, it's still early. I'm confident in the work they've put in. I'm confident in the talent we have, and so we're looking for more and more balance, and I think that'll play out. Yeah.
We're gonna get to see Reese here in a bit. Obviously, I'm sure you've
really?
seen it. What's sort of been your favorite part of the renovation that they made?
Yeah, it's tough to say a favorite. I don't know. It dramatically changes the place. It looks like it's going to be an awesome spot to watch a football game. I'm more focused on what's taking place on the field, making sure those fans like what they see.
Do you think at all about all the stuff with what's been going on with the Pac-12 in the last few days?
Right. You know, obviously you're impacted. You got your eyes pseudo on it, but you're controlling what you can control. This is one of my favorite parts of the year is fall camp, getting ready for a season, diving into practices and meetings and seeing these guys work. So I'm enjoying that part and keeping my focus there.
Jonathan, you said the other day you were going to try and keep that from being a distraction for your players. Do you feel like they've been focused the way you've wanted to the last few days?
I felt like they have been focused. And again, I'm not naive to not think these guys are reading and wondering and all of that. And as we get information, we're going to get it to them. But I do feel like the attention to detail from the meetings to the walkthroughs to practice has been really solid. So it's not a massive distraction taken away from things. At the same time, yeah, they're interested to see how it plays out.
You talked about having those conversations. What have been some of their reactions? Are they concerned at all, or is there confidence?
They just got, they've had questions, and what do you think, and where's this going? And when we get some solid answers, we'll get it to them.
How much are the coaches being included in these conversations at all? Are they, asking you guys your considerations of what you might want to do, or?
I feel like it's more been updates. Again, we haven't been at the table as coaches in that. I just feel like you get updates and kind of seeing where things are potentially going. And again, that's where your mind can start going down a road of like, we don't control any of that. We're in a great time of year, August camp, headed toward a big time season.
What are your thoughts about keeping the Oregon series alive?
I'm a little bit similar with Scott. I mean, to be determined. We got to figure out what this thing looks like moving forward. And once we get to that point, then we'll make decisions on that. I say they'll make decisions on that.